Hey, this is AV Unit 4A. For those of you who don't know, I have a rather significant position on the staff of CollectionDX.com, and that is I fill the role of reviewer for all things Super Sentai and or Power Rangers. That doesn't mean I review a lot of things from Power Rangers or Super Sentai, because you'll learn very quickly I don't cover any of the action figures and weapons and henshin devices and other handheld items. I don't really get into those things. Mostly I'm in it for the giant transforming robots. That's pretty much the thing that has sustained me ever since Power Rangers began in '93. And since nobody else really covers Power Rangers or Super Sentai on CDX, let's just say it makes for some nice job security. For the last 2 years now, it has been my privilege to be able to introduce the new toys, even if I can't read what it says on the pictures, of showing off the pictures for the first time, saying, here they are, they're fuzzy, they're scanned by somebody else in Japan, and usually don't get the big, clear, detailed pictures until February, when the boxes and the magazines start showing up. But since I now have a YouTube channel all to myself, I thought I might do things a little differently for the pictures that are being introduced for Kaizoku Sentai Goukaiger in 2011. And while the pictures will be posted there, I thought it would be objective of me if I just posted pictures, gave the names of everything, and that was it. I have no doubt that as the Super Sentai reviewer on CDX, I'm going to be asked for my opinion. Seeing as I now have my own YouTube channel, I thought I'd post it in an unofficial manner. It is, after all, my opinion that people will be asking. At least I think they'll be asking. I will now shift to the pictures that we have been presented as of early December 2010. Oh shit, another cell phone changer. Seriously, Bandai, Plex, Toei, you guys have been doing this since 1975, and it's in the last 10 years, literally, because it started with Gao Ranger in 2001, and you guys just aren't letting up on it, and it's really starting to piss me off. No, it was in 2004 when you gave us the, what was it? The SP license in Deca Ranger. That's when you started this cell phone craze, and you skipped it 1 year in Geki Ranger. Every other year since 2004, you've had a cell phone changer. It's pissing me off, seriously. I have to say, though, this Goukaiger changer is actually kind of cool looking. It's not just a rectangular cell phone like the Go phone was, or the Shoto phone, or any of the other ones. No, I mean, it actually has a little bit of attitude to it. And what a bit of attitude to it. The whole top half where the screen should be splits apart and has a light built into it. That's pretty nice. I bet you that thing is spring actioned. That's going to be cool. But we can already see in this picture the series-wide gimmick that's going to be utilized. These, from what we can tell right now, they're called Ranger keys. That's just the term I'll use here. These Ranger keys look pretty interesting. It's Super Sentai Rangers from across the whole franchise, all the way back to 1975 when Go Ranger was out. And each of the Red Rangers folds in half and becomes an actual key that you plug into the Mobiphone, Mobirats, however the hell you say that, the phone changer. And then it activates not only the changing swords up on top, but it also gives it some sort of unique sound effect, looks like. That's interesting because the cell phone changers haven't really interacted with anything else except when the Go phones in Go-Onger in 2008 would accept engine souls. That's when they started doing that. I'm probably going to get one of these. This thing looks cool. Next up is the Gokai buckle, which I probably won't get because it will not fit me. But this is no doubt the storage device. And it comes with Gokai Green and Gokai Pink. It's kind of interesting. I'm wondering, we haven't seen detailed pictures of the Rangers themselves yet. I'm wondering if these buckles, the appearance, the picture of the Ranger themselves will appear when they're transformed. And then it flips around just so you can recreate what their henshin sequence looks like. That's what I'm wondering. I don't think it's a storage device unto itself. I think these keys are just going to pop up out of thin air and that's it. But, I don't know, we'll find out in 3 months. Okay, now we get into the roleplay stuff. The Gokai gun, which is one heck of a pistol they've got. I don't know what that thing's called, but that thing looks awesome. And the Gokai Ken is what it's translating as right now. I'm definitely getting both of these. These things are just fun, and they're full of attitude, and they've got a lot of style to them that's just great. Looks like they can both interact with Ranger keys. That's going to be awesome. You know, we're really spoiled here in the States. We get 3.5 and 4 and 5-inch action figures that have multiple posing joints on them, but the Japanese are still so old-fashioned. They're just vinyl figures that they're getting that just have opposable neck, shoulders, and maybe a waist joint. Boy, they seriously need to get with the times. Just like increased posability in their giant robots. Expected the posability in the Geki Toja in Geki Ranger in 2007, but no, of course not. Now, I've seen a picture here of the Mobe Rates and the Gokai Buckle. I think those are going to be sold together in a set. And then we're also going to be getting a set of various Red Rangers from over the decades. They're going all the way back to Vol Eagle in the lower right-hand corner there. Gao Red, Magi Red, Deca Red, Geki Red, Gohan Red, Shinken Red, and then Gokai Red. So there's going to be a whole bunch in that one set right there. It's either that or they're just saying that, oh yeah, by the way, there's going to be a bunch of these guys. It's a little hard to tell. I think there's going to be a set. That's going to be interesting. And now on to the main event, the Transforming Mecha, the DX Gokai-Oh. I have to say, at first blush, this is actually pretty cool. It's got a lot of style to it. You know, I'm totally digging the giant shoulder armor with the cannons built into them. And I like how each fist has a cannon built into it. I'm a little concerned with the way these treasure chest sections, that's apparently what they're going to be called, these treasure chest doors that are on them, that's going to make the 5 vehicles very, very hollow, and that concerns me because it means these aren't really going to be block formers, but all the action is going to be happening on the outside. There isn't really going to be much folding and twisting and flipping like we had in past series. It's certainly better than what we got with Tensou Sentai Goukaiger. God, those things were fucking awful. Ugh. Ugh. I can't tell you. I don't have much time to talk about it, but I just want Goukaiger to go away. Seriously, I wish it was erased in history. That stuff was awful. Seriously. So yeah, this thing looks a hell of a lot better. It's not going to have much of a transformation because it's just going to be a bunch of stuff moving around the outsides, and that's going to have these big hollow interiors. Kind of reminds me of the transformation process for the Grand Liner from Go-Go 5 in 1999. Yeah, the vehicles are a little uninspired, like, what is it, Gokai Trailer in the lower right-hand side there. That's kind of, that's okay. Gokai Jet looks kind of interesting. Gokai Galleon, I don't like the way the mainsails there just fold up in a weird fashion just to become the chest. That's, like, lame. Okay, now, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is cool. Okay, this is something I would never have imagined would have been possible in any previous Super Sentai. Now, we're already dealing with Ranger keys, so there's going to be a lot of crossovers there, but crossing over the mecha, you would think that would just involve limb swapping of some kind, but this, I don't know what they're going to be doing yet, but it looks like they're using avatars or spirits of some kind of past mecha, and it's not going to be limb swapping. That's great. For example, Gokai Machine Series number 1 has Magi Dragon in it. Holy crap. Now, holy crap, it's red and black. I'm glad they're using Magi Dragon, I just don't like the colors they have. And Magi Gokai-Oh looks okay. Although I do worry a bit about that huge torso panel flipped down there. What's going to happen with that thing? Is it just going to stick out the whole time? That is not a good thing. Next up is Pat Striker. Oh, that's nice. A little police-shaped race car with 6 wheels. That's nice. Which combines into Deca Gokai-Oh, which looks like all the wheels on the combo become Gatling cannons or something like that. That's pretty sweet. And obviously it looks like we're going to be getting light and sound with this one, just like Pat Striker did with the DX Decker Ranger Robo. Sweet! Number 3, Gao Lion. Gao Lion is actually a really good design. It looks like they changed things up a little bit. The rocket boosters on the on its back have been changed up a little bit, but that doesn't worry me. Although it looks like for the transformation Gao Gokai-Oh, why did they have to recreate Gao Kintaros? Why? Let me let you in on a little something here. In Gao Ranger, there was a Gao horse. Why didn't they use Gao horse for Gao Kintaros combination? Why did they have to use a giant Gao lion? But this just, why didn't they use Gao Falcon for this? That I would have accepted, because it could have, like, fit in the torso and fit in the arms and things like that. No, they had to do Gao Kintaros again. Oh, God. Off to the right, we have a shadowy figure in silhouette. I'm wondering what that is. Some people have commented it might be the Shinkenger tribute, but I'm not entirely certain about that. It's got Gao Lion's feet. It has Gao Lion's feet, obviously, but there's still a lot of Gokai-Oh sitting in that combination, so I'm not entirely certain what they're going to do. That's not going to be a super combination. I'm guessing it's going to be a combination of Gokai Machine sets 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to have Pat Striker, Gao Lion, and Magi Dragon involved in that. That'd be my guess. But, we'll see. And last but not least is the Joint Gatai series, which, those things are so cheap and flimsy. They look like something that'd come out in the U.S. for Power Rangers. They're probably going to stand like a couple of inches tall or something like that. That's just, I'm not going to get that. So I'm probably going to get pretty much everything here, but I'm probably going to skip out on the Joint Gatai series. Those are just lame. That's just a poor excuse for marketing. I don't know why they did that. Honestly, that's kind of beneath Bandai of Japan. Seriously. That's a very Power Rangers-ish type figure. We probably will get those in the U.S., but just, whatever. So, I'm fast running out of time here. I hope you enjoyed my little commentary, and I hope I get some lulls out of posting my commentary in a different fashion, separate from just posting the pictures. So, go look at the pictures over on CollectionDX.com. You can see the larger, clearer versions of what you're seeing in this video. And so, this is AV Unit 4A saying, thanks for watching.